Gadget
Okay.
Day.
Ready? Okay. So as far as gadgets go, well, before you do that, your name, where you're from. Don't go forward, stay back. There you go. You can all learn from me. My name is Amy Schuster. I am from North Carolina. My home base is my sister's driveway in the Gastonia area. One of my favorite gadgets, I didn't even realize how much until last night, and Janet had talked about it, was a neck light. And it looks like a little horseshoe, but it's visible. You just put it around here and it aims down. Because I'm way in the lower 48 on 70. And it was 9 o'clock. I feel really safe here in the campground, so I'm like, I'm going to make the last bathroom run. I stepped outside. I had it on. I was like, oh. Because it was so dark. And there was nobody within like 10 or 15 sights of me. And I was like, this is really a safe thing. I mean, not only could I not see, so it points down. It has like 4 different light levels. You can even have ambient, which I used one night when I stealth-parked at a hotel in there. I have a hybrid. I was charging my car and I just stayed there. And it was right up against the hotel, so I didn't want anyone to see me. I didn't use the fairy lights. I just used that light.
I'm Nancy and I'm in a minivan. And I have a grabber, but it's a short one. And it's great for just being able to, instead of crawling around on my knees.
Yeah, oh, that's good, that's a good idea. I have one of them, I should have bought it.
I have a big one at home, but this is just a short one.
That's perfect. Okay, come to me.
That's it.
What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Vicki Ingersoll, and I'm from Greenwood, South Carolina, and I have my coffee maker. It just sets on this and it heats up in 90 seconds. It's done in 90 seconds. It does 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 ounces of coffee, or tea, or hot chocolate, anything you want to put in it. It goes up to 20 ounces. You can put any kind of K-pot in it. So you can, and it comes with the one that just goes in where you can put grounds in it. If you have your favorite grounds that you use, you can put that in there, you close it, you turn it on, put it on this, 90 seconds, it just takes the water from here, puts it up through the K-pot and back into here. And then you just pour it into your cup and you're done.
Nice.
Where's that from?
Amazon, but it's not available right now.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. I had had it at first. It's a Vinci.
A little box with all my comments. You pick them up from McDonald's or wherever, and I stick them in here, and I really keep them in here at home and keep them in the pantry. And then when I go, I just kind of substitute in and out what I need.
Can we see it?
This came from Publix. I've seen it at Dollar General, I think also, but I got it at Publix.
I've seen fishing
tackle
boxes.
Like I said, I keep it that way at home. I just sort of, so if we're out of something, we just go grab it from that box. So the top of this I use for my dry goods. So just whatever, because it's the double thing. So whatever dry goods I need, I throw in there. I'm a little low this morning because I did the dinner last night. She made me cook. And then it has another little top. So in this part, I keep just little laundry sheets, anything that I need that's kind of flat. So it really stores a lot for me in my tiny space.
That's like a whole kitchen cabinet.
So where is that from? Where did you pick that up? This one's from 31, but I've already bought it at Walmart. My daughter was a cheerleader and they sold 31 every year, so I had to buy something. One year I bought this, so.
And I knew there'd be 2 of us almost all the time. If I were going camping, sometimes we camp with our families, so we have to take something more, bigger. And so I've been camping with pots and pans for my kitchen, the littler things, but it was still too big and they took up those glass lids and all of that took up too much space. And small would work pretty well. So I found these on Amazon, and they're fire maple. They have other brands, but these are, this is the pan, a pot, and a tea kettle. And I think one of the good things is that the handles collapse, but it has a lid for the pot. But here's the tea kettle, and it's little, but it holds more than you think. It'll make 2 nice large cups of tea. So this is the tea kettle.
So cute.
And this is a pot. And again, the handle folds down, so that's nice. And it has a lid. And this is the skillet, and it's got grill lines on it, so you could do lots of things. We did use them yesterday for the second time, and they washed up nicely. So, you know, I put ham on things, but they did. But here's the pan, and we can make omelets in that, and bacon and omelets. So there's that.
about the bottom of it.
So, yes, I'll show you, yes, the bottom of it is, it has sort of a variegated, it's got a little rim around it. It has sort of a variegated metal, it's wavy. And what it says on Amazon is that it uses 30% less of your butane because the heat goes straight up and it heats fast, and it also kind of protects the flame from the air, I guess it would be. But if you wanted to see one of these, you certainly can. But anyway, those are my pots and pans.
Thank you.
And that way, and turn them on, and that way if somebody were to try to wiggle it, oops. Yeah.
And they just have to stick them on the one side and
Yeah.
stick it to the window.
You can
or-
stick it if you want, you know, but I don't want to stick it to.
What's the name of it, Randy?
I have it on my phone. Sensor alarm, wireless detector vibration for window door security. WSDCAM. And they're at
I have a 70-pound lovable Labradoodle. His name is Rascal. And I have the Waggle system. I know a lot of you have pets. And I don't know if you've heard of Waggle before, but it's a great system. The first thing I want to show you is this little one. And it has a case, and it sits in my van all the time. And when you turn it on, it goes to my phone, and it says the temperature, the humidity, and all of that going on. I set the parameters of what I want the temperature in the van to be, and it will alert me if that changes. So if I'm in the shower, or if I'm grabbing a bite to eat, or Rascal right now is in there by himself. So I know exactly what's going on temperature-wise and stuff in the van. There's a little sticker you get to put on your window that alerts people so they don't smash the window to get them, because Rascal's laying in there in air-conditioned comfort and better than 3/4 of the world population. But they don't know that. This system is new. Obviously, you just saw me take it out of the box. But what this is it is a remote camera. So you sit it in your van, and it will follow your dog wherever he's going, so you know what he's doing and making sure he's okay. I can talk to him through this from my phone. If I were here, I could check on it. It would show what he's doing in the van, and I could say, Rascal, go sit down, you know, if he's doing something, and he'll, you know, react. And the cutest thing about this is it also disperses a treat. So if I think, oh, he's being such a good boy laying there, you know, really, and I can pop a treat out and he'll get a treat. It also lets you know if there's movement towards the van, so if somebody was trying to get in or whatever. And the nice thing about it is, if it is something like that going on, I can yell, get away from my van. And they think I'm inside, and I'm not, because it'll go through the speaker. So this is the
Where does the treat pop out from?
it comes out from here.
Do you need?
I haven't yet, but it'll probably go. The way I have a Pacifica, and I have a 4-foot wide table, white table, like church tables, you know. And it has an adjustable leg, so it's on the short leg, and I put all my stuff there once I'm settled. So that's where this
Points
is.
toward the back where he.
Do
Yeah,
it,
point towards the front of the vehicle, yeah, that's it, the cable's at the very back where the lift
Okay,
is.
do it run off a USB cord?
Yes, it goes off USB.
And
it
do
goes-
you need Wi-Fi?
Yes, but you need Wi-Fi for the whole waggle system,
Mhm.
because it's, so it'll get to my phone.
Does it work on Apple or does it work on Android or?
I have an Android,
Okay,
so I'm not quite sure, but you have an Apple, Katie's work. Katie has
Well, I
one.
have an Android, but someone told me they only worked on Apple.
No,
That's why
no,
they
oh,
do
no,
work
no,
on
I have an Android,
Okay.
yeah. And they're wonderful. This happened to be on sale. It was like $75 for this. And I can't remember what this was, 50, something like that. But it's worth it that I know what's going on in that thing, because my son is 44 and lives out of the country right now where he's working. So Rascal is my child, you know what I mean? That dog, somebody looks wrong at him and they're dead, you know? I mean, he's my baby, so this is well worth it for me to know he's safe.
So you mentioned you're in a Pacifica, but he's in air-conditioned comfort. How are you pulling that off?
I have an air conditioner in here.
Oh.
I have a portable air conditioner that goes out the window, it'll vent out and stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
Side of it. Once it's in the car, what it does is it takes the extra power that the alternator is creating. The alternator, while you're driving, is what's keeping the car running and all the lights going on in the car. Everything that happens electronic in the car is coming from the alternator. The alternator will charge up the battery. The batteries we have in our car is only there to start the car, or when we're parked and we're opening the doors or we turn the lights on. I've got birds in here. Anyway, so when the alternator, the excess power, once the battery is charged, this here thing will know that that battery is charged. It tells me how much charge is on my battery. I have a different brand, but it will tell me how much charge is still on the battery, that it's full charge. And then it shows me the extra power that this is taking from the alternator and powering your inside battery. It's a wonderful thing. Mine does it very quickly because mine is a powerful one, but this one is going to do a good job too. While you're driving, why not use that power? It'll charge it up, and by the time you get where you're going, you're done.
So is there a line that runs from that to your battery?
Yes, yes. It comes with the wire and everything, and then it's like a little box that goes inside the car, and then there's a wire from that to the battery, and there's a spot on the battery to hook it up.
So
Yeah.
do you have to run the line, the electric line under the carpet or something?
Yes, and you're just pulling up the little edge of the carpet. That's all I really did along the door.
Mhm.
Just pull it out a little bit, and then I just tucked it back in once I had the wire under there. So it really wasn't that difficult.
So that only does your power station?
This goes to my power station to
Okay.
charge it.
And Katie, once your station is 100%, is there excess energy still in that?
No, this doesn't store energy.
Okay,
It
so
just
that just
changes.
bypasses, you have to plug your 12
Right,
volt
right.
adapter.
And they also are set up to automatically shut off when the car shuts off, so it's not pulling power. Now, I don't know, I haven't looked at the instructions on this one. I have an Echo Flow. And it just happened the other day, my car wouldn't start. I can I push the power back to the battery to jump my car from the inside battery at that point. All I do is push it, and it's on an app on your phone, and you say, it says, are you sure you want to change it over to reverse the power? And I just push yes, and it started my car right up.
Wow.
Yeah. it started
That's
my car right up.
amazing.
Yeah, and you just gotta make sure you turn it the other way again, but,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's really it's a nice thing to have if you ever get to that point.
I don't understand any of this at all. Okay, so what's the difference than me just plugging my Bluetti into my cigarette lighter and going on my merry way and charging it?
You can do that, definitely, and you're gonna get about 94 watts of power charging your thing. This one is gonna do 500 watts of power. Okay, it's very small what's coming out of your lighter, and then also when you're putting large ones on there, someone mentioned the other
Yeah,
day,
it's small.
that it can blow your cigarette lighters fuse.
Yeah, my Bluetti blew my cigarette.
I only have like 700 or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have 1800 watts, and it blew my fuse.
Yeah,
I
it
have to have
depends
my
on how
son
big the
look at
thing
it.
is that you have. If you got a big one,
Mine's just a little one, I plug it in like 45 minutes, it's all charged up.
Yeah,
Mm.
it depends, again, if you have a larger one, like if some of us wanna run larger things on.
Yeah.
Like this 800 power watt, that you, coffee pot, that's gonna take a lot of energy, you're gonna run your battery down fast. So, basically, and again, I could be parked and, turn the engine on for a little while, and it's gonna charge my thing while I'm sitting there, just let the engine run for a little bit. It's like having a separate generator.
Much faster.
Yeah. The other, the cigarette lighter, again, only goes up to 100 watts, and it really doesn't pull 100 watts, it's about 90-something watts. This here is gonna pull 500, whatever the excess is gonna pull it in. Mine goes up to 800 with the Echo Flow. And when I'm running, I look at my thing, my app for the Echo Flow, it's showing me the 800 watts that's now being powered into my thing, so that's why mine goes really quick. I will be driving, and in an hour, I'm already charged up, and it could be dead when I'm starting. So, it's a good thing.
I have a question. At what wattage did you have plugged in that blew your cigarette lighter?
Yeah.
The Blue Eddy, I have an 1800 watt Blue Eddy.
I have a 700, mine seems to do it.
Well, you have two cigarette lighters. Mine's blue from that one, I think it was a DC one. It blew. But if I put it directly in my cigarette lighter, I don't have a problem. Because I have two, right, and I wasn't for sure which one.
Yeah, I only used the one and it blew it, so I haven't plugged it in again.
Right, me too.
I just, when I get somewhere like here with power, I just plug my Blue Eddy into that and charge while I'm here.
Yeah, but I use my cigarette lighter and that's the one that should go in, the 12-volt one.
It
Yeah,
comes
it
in,
blew mine.
it comes in really handy when you're boondocking or when boondocking is not being where there's power. A lot of the meetups that you're gonna come across, you're gonna have to have the power with you. You're gonna have to have something to run off of.
I have 1200 and I've only plugged it into the cigarette lighter once. And I didn't big trouble. I just wanted to know how far this would go. And it may vary, but I just wondered how big that one was. 'Cause
It's the same thing when you have these solar panels. Solar panels are only giving each one, it depends on the size you get. The more expensive ones are gonna be 400 watt or something or whatever. The ones that came with my things are, the ones that came with my chargers or my batteries are only 100 watts each. So it's gonna take a long time for that 100 watts to charge up a 1200 watt, generator. So this thing will do it much faster with the car running. Any questions about that?
What's the cost of that?
She just got it on sale. What did you get it on sale for?
I can't remember one.
I think it was $250. Yeah, it's on sale, I think, right now, as a matter of fact, as long as you have the Blue Eddy. Now, you gotta check, some of them will do more than just that brand. You gotta check it out and see which one you get. You gotta get an adapter. Right.
Because I have a Jazzy